Derek G DHG Industries stream. I will be your host with the most. Y'all know me as Derek G. I'm experimenting with new openers. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and in the reason why, not Origins, Odyssey. This is what I get for two O titles, one right after the other. Anyway, I'm playing Odyssey. I'm playing the Road to the Symposium, which is the Origins story. Your personal Odyssey, as it were. Get down. No! Talking to my dog. Get off me. Go on. He wants a cookie. I know why he's bugging me. He isn't getting it. Anyway, we've got two spoiled, rotten dogs. And we're trying to retrain them so that they will not be as spoiled. Go on. Get your ball. Go on. Eat your food. They have, because we give them bites of people food and we give them cookies whenever they go outside and come back without barking and all that stuff, they've become unmanageable. Unless we scream at them. Anyway. Gate is now up in the kitchen so that they have access to the food that they're not eating. And I'm sitting back down. Okay. Anyway, so the video that was uploaded a little bit before, I guess about a half hour or so ago, is from Second Life. For those of you who don't know about it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, it's been around for 15 years. But Second Life is an online social game. It's not an MMO because you don't really have quests, you don't fight anything. What you do is you create an account, you make an avatar, and then you use that avatar to go to live music, because there are performers that are on the world of Second Life that actually go out and perform, professional singers, professional musicians. My mom knew this guy who played saxophone, and he did it in Second Life, and he also, I don't know if he still does, but he also used to play for the band, the big marching parade band and the little bands all around Disney. He also used to play in there. So, an actual professional musician. So, it's very interesting. There's all sorts of places you can go. There are whole communities where you can actually do fantasy role-playing, where you dress up in costume and you go out and you do the stuff that you pretend to do in D&D or that you do in other video games. There's whole communities where you're all like gangsta on street and you dress like rap musicians and you carry around guns and all that stuff. There's so much to do in Second Life. I'm just as much of a hermit in Second Life as I am in real life, and so I go on there and I have fun shopping for clothes and new hairstyles. And today I finished up my Halloween costume, and that's what the video is about. I decided that I was going to go as a Supernatural, the TV show, demon. So I have, if you watch the video, I have black eyes, I'm holding a beating human heart in my hand, and my hands are all gory. Now, the reason why my mouth isn't gory, which I really wanted it to be, but the reason my mouth isn't gory is because the applier for the mouth blood is not compatible with my facial hair. So it's either having facial hair or having a bloody mouth. So I decided to keep my facial hair and just pretend that I'm a very neatly eating this pulsing heart. And then the dog that is next to me in the video is from this creator called Jian. The heart is from Vista, by the way. but the creator for the dog is named Jian, spelled Jian, and it was their 50 Linden Friday thing, and it's brand new. Sometimes Jian will just put stuff that they've already made before into the 50 Linden Friday, but generally they make new, exciting things every single time they're on the list. And this time it was the Sugar Skull puppy, and I really like Sugar Skulls. I really like the Day of the Dead celebrations. Because of how colorful and lively it is, it's a tradition that has been passed down for hundreds of years now. Of course, it's evolved just like our traditions, but it's been generally the same. And I absolutely love it. So, and then I showed off the minor, simple decorations because other than myself, my mom, and my other best friend Georgia are the only ones that see it. So I didn't go overboard. It's just like I'm not going to go overboard for Christmas. I'll have a few decorations outside. I'll have maybe a Christmas tree inside. I don't know. It's either that or I'll have my menorah set up in there to honor the season. That kind of thing. Because not that I don't think I've covered it with you guys, but I jokingly say that I'm an agnostic Jew. I've been agnostic for most of my life. I use the terms Jesus and God and all that stuff, and I know my Bible, I know the history of Jesus, all that stuff. It's just there's too much. There's, as my grandfather put it, everybody's faith is their own. And there's too many things that are alike or during different religions or philosophies to discount any of them completely. Only the super religious and somewhat ignorant would deny that. And when he says ignorant, he doesn't mean it in a bad way. He means people who haven't gone out and studied other beliefs and belief systems and faiths and philosophies. Like some of the same things that Jesus says in the Bible are things that he echoed from Buddha, because Buddha's philosophy was around before Christ. So it's one of those things. Anyway, we're not going to get into religion. People are very sensitive about that. But I was going to convert to Judaism because it rings closer to what I feel in my bones to be true. The progressive Judaism is what I call it. They call it Reform Judaism. So the Reform Judaism, really sits well with me, and you combine that with the belief in reincarnation that is part of the Kabbalah, I think is what it's called. Anyway, and the fact that there's no hell. It all rings true to me. And so I was going to convert, but unfortunately, a lot like the Catholic Church, Judaism requires a tithing. I'm poor, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you my financial information just to prove to you that I'm poor.
Can't let you go any further.
So, yeah.
It isn't often you see a guard outside of an artist's workshop.
I just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told otherwise, no one is going in or out.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Stand aside, this is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
I'm not supposed to tell people that.
It's been so long since Phidias and I have seen each other. You understand, don't you?
Oh, come to pay him a last visit before the trial. He's as good as dead, you know. Better make this one count.
Just don't tell anyone I was here.
Sure.
I can't believe that worked. Alright. Pericles said to me, before he set me to these errands, that I was not to let people know that he was involved. And so that's what I'm doing. Is trying to keep his name out of it. Even though I had to lie to the Athenian guard, which I do not feel guilty about because I'm siding with the Spartans in this run through, for those of you who don't watch all of my videos. I think I mentioned it in my last one.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
They? Who?
The shadows in the night. Why
Ooh,
you
the
fear
cult of
falling
Cosmos
asleep?
is after him.
They're hunting me. Us. No one is safe in Athens anymore.
The cult of Cosmos. You know about them.
Of course I know about the cult. Here, look at this.
These are instructions.
On how to kill me. But they've been torn.
Then Pericles isn't just getting you out of Athens to save you from the trial. He's saving you from being murdered.
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
What kind of frickin'... Oh, hold on, guys. I noticed that my voice was a little low last time I was broadcasting, so give me a second to check my microphone. Let's see. For some reason that didn't come up in the thing. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to go all the way to the... I hate that. Okay. So that's not gonna help me. Sound and devices. Here we go. Output, adjust microphone level. Okay, the microphone is at high. So what you're hearing is as best it can do.
Do you have any idea where I can take
Damn.
you?
Alright.
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Come on. Get up there. There we go. Thank you. Let's see. Really? I'm gonna kill you. Might as well. Alright, so he's gone. I'm safe. Nobody saw me do anything. Where am I going? There it is. Alright. My freaking voice, man. Because my voice is dropping again, anytime I talk for any length of time, my throat starts to hurt, my mouth dries out faster than normal, and I end up all hoarse sounding. Freaking sucks. I'm glad my voice is getting deeper because I had already said to Jack that, you know, even though there was nothing wrong with it, that I'd like to have a little bit of a deeper voice so that it didn't sound like a teenage Michael J. Fox. But damn, there's actual pain in this involved in the whole thing. So I really, really, really do not envy the envy guys anymore for this kind of thing. Okay, so did I tell him at night? Yeah, told him at night. So now I'm meditating, and now how you meditate to change the hour of the day. For those of you who don't read tips or anything like that, you press and hold the touchpad. I've played with the Xbox One controller on my PC, and I've played the PS4 controller. I like the PS4 controller. I like having the touchpad to access things. I like it a lot, and I realize that it's not utilized as much as it's supposed to be, but hey. Oh, guys, The Forest. You guys need to check it out.
Good.
It's a really great game. It's coming out on November 6th on PS4.
So
I'm actually really hoping that for PS Plus that it comes out for free, since it's coming out on the 6th. And that's usually when they the day after or the day of the announcement for what's going to be coming out. Like it's not announced, but it's on. That's the day that it comes out.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting because I have this feeling that this friend of his is gonna end up giving us an ambush. That's just my gut. I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe me killing the guards, you know, will make it hard for us to you know, make it more likely that the ambush is there. Who knows? This game is so enriched, would be the best way I could put it. There's so many little things. Yeah, I changed my ship crew
I've left places I've
to the
called home.
female assassins, just so that I could hear what they sound like when they sing. I like it better. It reminds me more of Xena. Apparently the Athenians are after me. Don't know why. Yeah, I don't have a wanted level. Maybe they're just paranoid. I'll outrun them. Do you know why I'll outrun them? This is awesome. This is why I will outrun them. I have been putting all of my resources, this is why I'm so low on a lot of these, into building this sucker up. I kick some major ass, and I'm going to be working on increasing it completely. I know I can't do the action, but I'm going to be saving up to do this. The ship and crew endurance. I'm going to be using, saving up to do all these, because as you can see here, I've got 2 things for this that I've got to do, and then 1 for the other 2. And then I'll continue, and then I'll work on weapons damage and arsenal after that again. But I've been really working on building the ship up, because some of the story quests and some of the side quests too have started putting me into places where my level is well below theirs, and will make it really, 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 really hard to do anything. And I try not to start trouble on the seas unless it's with pirates, because
Nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're killing it.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Yep, it's right over here. Playing this game has been really, really fun for me. I mean, I like what was it? The one before Origins, the one with Evie and Jacob Fry. I've liked the Assassin's Creed storyline the entire time, but the gameplay was so annoying to me because the assassin wouldn't go in the right direction, or would like go when I didn't want him to, you know, all that stuff, that I just gave up trying. And it wasn't until God, I can't remember the title. I can remember Jacob and Evie Fry because I played them. It's on my channel. On my almost my entire playthrough is on the channel, I believe. But yeah, until I played that the gameplay,
And you,
you know, was
Firas.
better.
As you can
You know,
see, I didn't
and so
get here
I've started
alone.
getting into it.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
At least I was wrong about the damn ambush, right?
Turn to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Cult of Cosmos. Cool, I've unveiled somebody.
I swear on my life and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
This is the guy that got burned during the meet that I saw when I first met Democles, or Demos. Yeah, Demos. Okay, and where is he? Down here. Okay, so he's part of the Delian League. That's the people controlling Athens. It's just like there's another league in here, the Peloponnesian League, that is controlling the Spartan stuff. They're the ones that are pulling the strings to keep the war going, or part of it. Yeah, as you can see, I've killed at least one or two other people. I think I just killed Midas before, you know, last night. I'm trying not to kill the cultists too much. Not that I'm like keeping them alive or anything. It's more like I'm trying to uncover them. You know, sometimes you can only get clues by killing some of them. But in general, like you just saw, you know, doing storyline quests or doing side missions will give you things. I am leveled up enough to take him out. I'm not leveled enough to do that. I have to apparently have to be at least level 35. 45, 29, 24, so I can take on him too. And easily win. I try not to take people that are above me, even though technically I could beat people of a level or two above me. I'm trying not to, trying to be a little bit more overpowered than they are, just to make it a little bit easier. Like I took out Midas with a devastating shot, with my bow. So basically, you do this. It's on it for me. I've assigned it to this. So you go like this, and see how it looks like it's gonna explode. It actually does a lot of damage, and it's in my abilities. I haven't put much into archery. I've been focusing more on warrior, with a little bit in the assassin area. So, devastating shot. So basically, it builds up 290% hunter damage, and you can headshot somebody and it like almost instantly kills them. And then you got, you know, my overpowered shot, which I haven't tried yet. Mainly because it takes 3 segments of my adrenaline. I don't want to, you know, do that right now unless I'm going to be taking out a cultist. And then I've got a piece of armor, I think, that I did. Yeah, I think it was my armor that I did it. Where is it? I upgraded something. I don't remember what it was. Was it the bow? Yeah. So that gives me plus 20% damage with devastating shot. So I basically do a lot of damage with it, and it makes it a lot more fun to mess with the leaders of the area and the cultists. Is there anything I need to store? No. It took me the longest time to figure out about the storage unit here, because I was like getting tired of skipping over things and whatnot that I can't dismantle, and there's other things that I wanted to keep even if I could dismantle it, because they're unique pieces of armor or weapons. Like all this stuff that doesn't let me dismantle. These are things that I got from the Ubisoft Club. I won this from taking the Nemean lion pelt back to the daughter of Artemis. That gave me a quest line. I got the Minotaur mace from defeating the Minotaur. There was a guy pretending to be the Minotaur. Anyway, and yeah, I can't dismantle it, but it's a unique item that you can only get from that quest, so I kept it. And then got all sorts of stuff here, as you can see. Here's the Minotaur head, and then I had Penelope's cloak. It was made into a hood, kind of like this, but since I didn't know about the storage thing here, I got rid of it when I was getting low on inventory. But some of these are pieces of sets. If you see, this is the Greek hero set, the pirate set, the Agamemnon set, the snake set. I've got most of the snake set, I think. But all it does is you know, help with poison, and I use poison on my weapons when I'm fighting, but this would decrease my warrior damage and increase my assassin damage, and the assassin damage is only good when you're assassinating people. And I tend to assassinate when I have to, but when it comes to like fighting mercenaries and stuff, it's more important to have a high warrior damage. But look at my assassin's damage. That's why I took out that one guy, even though it said I wasn't going to take him out fully. That's why when I finally did take him out, it knocked his ass to the dirt, is because my assassin's damage is extremely high. I am massively OP. Oh, let's see. Especially for this area. Because I'm level 28, almost 29, and Argolis and Attica are in the lower end of the spectrum. In fact, I think that says 24, 28. so I'm just about the same for this place. Let me show you the map real quick. Okay, so I did all of Skyros and Europa, or Ubia, whatever. Malice, Phykos, Megaris. I did part of Corinthia, and then I decided I wanted to do some of the main storyline for a little bit. I also started doing part of Argolis. Like I said, I ended up doing a side quest that took me into Argolis, and then when I was doing Corinthia. But anyway, I did Chios, Andros, this one, how do you pronounce that? Sephiros or something like that. Peros, Milos, Anafi. Not much there. It's really seriously it's just this and that. That's it. Oh, and this. And then I actually have gone down to this area here, even though it's way out of my range right now. Not completely, but where I would feel safe going. And I've done some of the arena stuff. And I've discovered that I could have gone to the arena sooner. I'll show you guys if there's one challenging me right now. Yeah, there is. Okay, so like you'll see the arena symbol over a mercenary. That means that they want to challenge you in the arena. So you go here and you click on the guy, and then you can accept their challenge. I'm not going to do that until I'm done with the main storyline. And they will change. They will change over time. As you can see, I'm tier 6. I started at the bottom, so I've been doing really well for myself so far, especially since I'm basically on par with my level, because as you can see, I can't move forward until I'm in my 30s when it comes to level, because you can only move forward in the tiers by taking out the people ahead of you. So I'm guessing that I will not be in the top tier until I'm at least level 50. I think level 50 is the max. So yeah. Oh right. Duh. Fucking. Pardon me for cussing. Let's see. I started doing all this and I just forgot that I was supposed to be fast traveling to the Statue of Athena, which is why I did that. Beginner's tip. Always, when you're traveling to a new place, whether it's by boat or on land, always do the synchronization points, at least one of them in each area. That way, when you get a quest from across the map to go to another place that's across the map, you can just fast travel there if you want. You'll miss out on fighting pirates and looting things and picking up resources, but at least it won't take forever. I only do it when I have to go across large spans of water. If it's all connected by land for me to get there, then I will do it that way. I will go on land. Okay. You'll sometimes have people tell you to do every single one of these, but truthfully, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yes, they give you really good drachma. Yes, they give you pretty decent, if not good, experience. Yes, they might give you some legendary or epic items, but sometimes they work against what you're trying to do. Like I'm trying to fight for Sparta, and it will fight. It actually will fight against me. In this case, my main storyline is to help Pericles right now, And Pericles' enemy, the politician, the military politician, that's trying to undermine Pericles, is one of those exclamation point quests. Will they let me in? Oh,
We'll
yes.
be watching you, Miss Dios.
Okay.
At least give them a welcome first. Fine. Pericles, welcome to his symposium.
Okay. My voice is cracked. I'm not sure if it's because my throat feels dry or if it's because my voice is dropping.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe,
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
Oh, man. This is one of those things that drives me crazy. Do I want to fit in, or do I want to stand out? Oh, man. I don't know what to do.
I'll
Oh
get
well.
changed.
I can always
Promise you'll
have
take
my
care of my
next
things?
playthrough say
Yep.
no.
Leave your weapons in
Hey!
the corner, and
Jack!
I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Hold on. I haven't gotten a new message since the one you sent about Mom being sick. And you being okay. I sent you like 3 voice messages after that. asking if mom was okay. Well, not asking if mom was okay, but telling mom to get better soon, and explaining that I didn't get your message because I went out to eat with my aunt because I almost forgot. So I turned on my console and I'd been on my computer and everything, and then I remembered and ran out the door and left everything on. You know, because I was gonna be late if I didn't. You know, stuff like that. So I did get the message, and I messaged back. If you messaged after those three, then no, I didn't get anything. Let me check, and you're not on, other than watching my stream. So
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone.
I didn't stop the stream. You guys can still hear me.
They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongue. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
So great! Yeah.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points.
Hold on, guys. My dog is losing his shit. Are you gonna behave? Get in the chair. We have another chair. We call it my mom's chair, even though the dogs are the ones that use it the most. But we have a chair in the living room, and I have them get up on there so I don't have to bend over too often because of the hernia I've got, and I can pet them. Right now they're jockeying for position, but I'm paying more attention to Ducky. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because he's the one that kept whining that he wanted access to me. Because he's my puppy, huh? You're my puppy. Okay. There you go. Eat your food. Eat the food. Eat the food. Go on. I'm not really concentrating on anything. I'm streaming because I want to keep exercising my voice because my voice is changing again. And since you're so busy most of the time with that Halloween thing, I haven't had a chance to just,
That isn't
babble at you to keep my voice working.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior,
It's
protect
alright.
me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
What the hell?
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mistios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mom.
If he ends up dead anyway, I
Me
will
too.
know that Herodos is not to be trusted ever again. Okay, I'm not going to talk to Socrates, and yes, I know I'm saying Socrates wrong. I'm doing it on purpose. In Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure, they call Socrates Socrates, which is why I'm saying it that way. Let's see, oil and love, or Sophocles, drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find the Spartan woman.
Yeah, Bill and
Oh, a
Ted
Spartan woman
are
in
awesome.
Athens. Sounds
That
intriguing.
movie and its
Though,
sequel
if
was
you expect
far
me to
ahead of
notice
its
someone
time.
other
I'm
than
looking
myself,
forward to the
expect
trilogy,
too much. You
which
could
is the
talk to
last one,
Euripides.
the third movie. But
He's
like,
the
it's been
second-most worldly
in like the
That ridiculous
limbo for a
Xanthodontus
while.
exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just
No,
anything, foreigner.
no, the
Though I confess,
Keanu Reeves
Euripides and I hold a bond
and
deeper than brotherhood.
Winters, the
Why he
guys
sounds
that played
like
Bill
a
and
banal
Ted,
young plaything
they're
Aristophanes,
actually
I'll
been
never
trying
know.
to make a third one for years. Those are the two guys that are driving for the third one, and they don't want to make remakes. They want to make a third one where we actually get to see the world that Bill and Ted create, as well as maybe some other kind of weird adventure. They haven't elaborated too much, but they're trying to make ones where they are Bill and Ted, and it's the continuing adventures from the last one. I fully believe that if they tried to remake either one
How
of
do you know
the
Pericles?
originals,
I believe
that they
you
would
mean to ask
screw
me,
it
How
up.
does Pericles know you? I am the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen.
I love my character.
Now, if
She
you
is
want
so
some friendly
sassy.
advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
I don't mind the fact that I
Except for
shoved
that
them.
arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
What is that? Oh, olive oil. It would depend on how well the third movie does.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind.
I am Xena.
Aristophanes.
Just kidding.
And this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
I'm trying to convince the guy to apologize.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Well,
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
well, look what they did with
Either we
Ghostbusters.
dine
That's
here
my
and praise
fear, is that
Pericles,
they
or we
would
dine
do
with Cleo.
what
But
to
Cleo
Bill
has
and Ted
all
what
the
they did
charm
with
of a typical
Ghostbusters.
politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Dude, I gotta ask you, does Cassandra, the character Cassandra, doesn't she remind
I
you
can
a little
hardly
bit,
stomach
like
this
actual,
pig's
like
piss.
facial features
I
and
could
stuff
outdrink
of
both
Xena?
of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
I am actually like curious about the other guy at this party that you also get a quest for, because I saw a clip of a goat leaving his room. So I don't know.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Anyway, let's see. Oh, that's right, I can't do the world map because I have to do this. Yes. Okay. Time to get information from the guy that took the naked guy. He was wearing basically underwear, who grabbed another guy in his underwear, a girl in her underwear, and went into this room. And I'm pretty sure its goat's gonna come out. Did you hear the bah?
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression.
Okay.
I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between
I love this scene already.
Had I known you were going to knock,
he is so overly dramatic, I love it.
wide open for you.
I'm gonna say
I thought
this.
This party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
He kind of reminds me of Lord Farquaad from freaking.
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the
Shrek.
kitchen. But Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
No. The Prince Charming. That's who he reminds me of. Prince Charming.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun!
I'm about to join an orgy.
Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
I've been playing this as I've been sleeping with everybody that they've let me. So I've been a complete slut. But it's funny because the flirting is just like amazingly hilarious to me. He's walking funny.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force.
Frickin' Prince Charming, I can't get that out of my head, man.
Come back inside. Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anfusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
She made him walk funny. That was great. Level 29. Which is why the engraving unlocked when I started walking away. Okay, abilities. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Right. That helps me with sneaking. One more level and I can have that completely maxed out. I didn't know that was one of those ones that I could completely max out. I thought it was locked, like some of the other ones behind, the spear level. So, let's see. I know, I just want to see. 100 armor. Damn, really? Alright. Now, show nearby quest. Talk to Sucre. Talk to Socrates! Alright.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I'm gonna think that one over. I'm actually going to stop the stream here. My goal is to only do it for an hour when I do stream. So I will see you guys next time I stream, probably tomorrow, and I will talk at you later.